and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Wilson Seahawks. And with that, we'll send you up to the Pacific Northwest and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, home of the 12s, as we'll welcome in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and themselves. They go play action here on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And Charles, for Thomas Rawls, of course, coming off the dislocated ankle, do they ease him back in? What do you think?
I think that they do because they have another option now. Christian Michael, back with the club last year, late in the season. He's finally turned the corner and become a dependable guy, so they don't have to rush Rawls back. They can use him as a 1-2 punch when he's ready.
And that's been a lot of talk in the papers recently. We'll see how that plays out. Now it's Wilson. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Wilson on first down. He hits Jermaine Kearse. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. 20! Complete outright to Kurz. They get 31 yards that time. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
The grab made by Kurz over the middle. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. A fake to roll. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Morgan, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there.
There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the 1st quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure it out. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. first down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Cliff Averill in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Wilson to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, Rawls. And he will take
puts this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The grab made by Curse over the middle. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Now Wilson on 1st down. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Wilson drops it underneath for Rawls. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they'll go into the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
On 3rd down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's got Lockett. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of it. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
13 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Seattle first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 1st down, Wilson. And his pass incomplete.
All right, well, we've got a minute here. Let's talk about injuries because preseason it can alter a team's fate. Let's start with the good stuff, though. Rashad Perryman of the Ravens, Tom Hawley of the Chiefs, both of them off of the PUP.
Yeah, they're off. Unfortunately, Vontae Davis, Colts corner, got injured. Dion Lewis with a knee. And then the Bears' Jeremy Langford also had an injury. So it's kind of the yin and the yang of preseason injuries we always see.
Everyone has to adjust, has to find a way to overcome those injuries. What do you say we end on an up note, though?
All right, what do you got?
Victor Cruz of
Your
the
guy,
Giants,
yeah.
all right? Since that knee injury, calf injury in last season, maybe we'll get to see him back on the field in the regular season. He's back at practice.
He's going to loft one deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go play action here on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They go play fake to Michael. Now Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll come out in the pistol. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Following a fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And he's able to put it through. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Fresh set of downs here. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This is complete. It's Baldwin. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
It's complete to Lockett. And he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now Wilson on second down toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camp. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. So they're going to go for two. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Wilson going to throw for it. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Here's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And some space here. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They come out here in the eye. Wilson on the keeper. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now Wilson. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 53 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. To return, this is Doug Baldwin. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They go again with Rawls. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to wind up, and that's caught inside the 30. What a decision to go for it on 4th from their own territory, and it pays off. And even 40 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Defense showing blitz. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. He hits Baldwin right side. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham in the final minute. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He's back to throw, and this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And if you lose this one, in the way that they did with all these points, the offense probably goes in the film room and says,
They are men, and they are giants. Bass and stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed, the hip-hop scissor and Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast and then move west now down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York, hold those, then throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of the in the club with the juice in the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my ride and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow, working hard, cake and dough. Open up 24, we striving for that goal. I'll stop for nothing, I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giants, everything is shaking through the walls, 'cause we are giants, heart of David, you know it takes just one, and it's done. CNN, this is Ghetto Editorial. See me like milk and Oreos. Platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are finest. They blow your mind like.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be 2 quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Titans going up against the Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Mariota to sneak it. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
Mariota to throw it this time. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Second down, Mariota over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And a look at Seattle's defense.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
Third and long here for Mariota. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Delaney Walker, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Play clock winding down. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Early on, Charles, what do you think about the rookie Prosise? He's had the hamstring issues he's been dealing with.
And that's been the issue because they've wanted to work him into the offense where he can be an option for them, especially on 3rd down. Remember, he was a wide receiver before he became a running back at Notre Dame. But if he can't get on the field, that'll push a lot of those plays to maybe a guy like Tyler Lockett.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Time running out here on the play clock. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Partner, now that we got a quick break in the action, I've got to get this one in. Trey Kirkpatrick of the Bengals goes to a recent practice session. Now, it wasn't at their facility, right? They went to a high school.
Yeah, West Carrollton High School outside of Dayton. Forgot his shoe.
He forgot his cleats?
And one of the players on that high school team had a size 13. Now, Kirkpatrick wears size 12, but he said it fit perfectly, got him through the practice.
Yeah, he couldn't be real picky about the whole thing, right? I mean, 12, 13. He
just fortunate he was able to practice.
The kid has a 13.
Second down now after the pass completion. Mariota hands to Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Mariota on first down. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And speaking of Kendall Wright, Charles, his head coach Mike Mularkey, he's been pretty frank saying he wants to see more of him on the field.
And that's because he liked what he saw early in camp. Kendall Wright was moving well, catching the ball. They moved him back to his more natural slot position. They really need that hamstring to heal so they can get those big plays.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Mariota muscles him off. And he is going to lose you. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Mariota now trying for Wright, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it's...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 41 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. As the Titans settle in here for their drive, let me ask you about what they've got going with this big 2-back system in Henry and Murray.
It has been something to watch in preseason. After the first 2 games, everyone in Nashville and Tennessee was wondering, what are we going to call these guys? They have to have a nickname. I've heard Thunder and Thunder has kind of been the early leader.
What do you like?
I like Slash and Bash.
Okay.
Because of Murray's ability to be the slasher, and then Henry is an outsized basher.
I like it. Now a second down throw for Mariota.